All right, this is what the table looks like, talking about the English Premier League. After 28 rounds of matches, Liverpool maintain their lead on the log with 70 points, 15 points above Arsenal, who are second. Nottingham Forest are third, and with 51 points. Chelsea and Manchester City occupy fourth and fifth position, respectively. Tunde Adelakun is a football coach and scout. He's live on the show from London today. Glad to have you on the program, Tunde.
Brilliant. Nice to see you too.
Absolutely. Let's just delve into the conversation and talk about all that's happening in the Premier League. Would you say the title race is over, Tunde?
Would you not? Would you not? I think it's as good as done. I think we should be, I think the ribbons around the trophy, the Barclays trophy, should be changing color to red, and they should be decorating it by now. It's champagne on ice for the Reds of Liverpool, and kudos to them. I think it's well and truly done and dusted. It will take something calamitous for it not to happen this season.
Absolutely. Taking a look at what the table looks like at the moment, Liverpool have played a game more than Arsenal, who are in second, having played 28 matches. But a whopping 70 points, 15 points off the second place team, Arsenal. I mean, it's very, very easy to say Liverpool are champions elect. But then you consider a Nottingham Forest, who are third at the moment. Did you ever think Nottingham at the start of the season would give a challenge as strong as this?
You always say that in football, never say never, but I would have said never in this case. With Nottingham Forest, they've actually took to shreds all the form books, all the books of prediction, all the things that people say about knowing about football, and we've actually torn them to shreds. And then kudos to them, well done to them. They have had a fantastic season. Nobody expected it, and the air of the unexpected keeps going on in them, and they keep churning out result after result after result. And yeah, fair play to them. They have done well for themselves. No matter what they finish as, being in May, where they have gotten themselves to right now is actually good credit to Nuno and the management of Forest.
All right, no one saw Nottingham coming out of the Forest on this occasion, but then the attention was certainly on Manchester City, Arsenal, and Liverpool. But right now, it's all about Liverpool. I mean, Liverpool at the moment, they have this, they have separated themselves from the rest in a season where City decided to fumble and wumble, while Arsenal are yet to get themselves together. But what would you say happened to Manchester City and Arsenal this season? These were two teams that had gone neck to neck in the last 3-4 seasons.
Right, listen, with Manchester City, it is as much a surprise for you as it is for me, and I think it is a big surprise for the manager of Man City himself, Pep Guardiola, who probably never expected it to be like this. But the moment they started to wumble and they started to fumble, then it got worse and it got worse and it got worse. And it got even worse when they lost Rodri. Rodri was a big loss for them. The injuries were a big loss for them, but saying that, every team had injuries, and they learnt and managed to cope with it. What they did not bargain for was a really excellent Liverpool side that just kept rolling, rumbling on, and rumbling on. As for Arsenal, I came on this platform months ago, and I said that the best chance they had of winning a title was last season. It was never going to happen this season. I never expected it. Everybody is talking about if they had got a striker, they would have been better. I don't think so. The gap is wide, and it's going to get wider. Have you seen, they're talking about not having forward players. Have you seen the charts? Mo Salah has scored just one goal under all 5 attacking players of Arsenal put together this season. He's got 27. The others, all Kai Havertz, Leandro Trossard, Saka, have scored 28 put together. Salah single-handedly has scored 27. So that goes to show you what the kind of work that Arne Slot inherited and consolidated on when he took over at Liverpool. As for Arsenal, 5 years and still not doing a lot. I'm not sure that Mikel Arteta will be proud of himself as it is. And he was very angry after the game yesterday.
Absolutely, he was.
So.
He walked out of the press conference on that occasion when he was asked what went wrong with his team against Manchester United. You talked about Arne Slot inheriting a solid team from Jurgen Klopp, but I want to ask you, don't you think Arne Slot is riding on luck? I mean, when you consider the fact that his predecessor struggled with this same team in the last 3 seasons.
I don't think Jurgen Klopp struggled. I think Jurgen Klopp was building a team, and his decision to leave Liverpool when he did was sudden, unexpected, and he probably might have gotten to that point where he would have won the title this season or next as well. I think luck, you talk about luck, there is luck in football, I have to say. And maybe they got lucky with the fact that things started to click into place at the right time. As you know, he came in, and there's a new manager bounce that always comes in when a high-profile manager comes into a new team, and that high-profile manager bounce comes in at a time when the teams around you are faltering, when the Chelseas and the Arsenals and the Manchester Cities, and especially, you didn't talk about Manchester United, but I will, and Manchester United actually were falling off the wagon, and somehow they're starting to steamroll themselves under this brand new manager, and it starts to look like it's the tradition, like it's the culture. We can steamroll anybody. Then confidence comes. Then the new manager bounce comes into a new manager confidence. Now it's a settled manager confidence, and we're just going, and we're going to go for the treble. And that's probably what they're doing. Luck exists, but it exists because we allow it to exist. If Manchester City had put up a fight, Arsenal put up a fight, maybe it won't be that lucky. But hey, he's got it.
You talked about this man earlier, Mohamed Salah. I mean, he's been the focus for the Reds this season. In the Premier League, he scored 27 goals in 29 matches, and that is near perfect for the Egyptian maestro. He's got 17 assists as well, so he's been involved in as much as, I'm trying to do my mathematics here, in as much as more than 40 goals for Liverpool this season. He's been involved in them. You take Mohamed Salah out of the Liverpool team, will they be the same, Tunde?
They will not. They will not be the same. And I'm not going to join my voice to the idiotic claims of people of last week saying that he doesn't deserve the Ballon d'Or because he didn't play in it. This guy is exceptional. You know, Mo Salah is exceptional. 44 goal involvement in a 28-game season so far. No, but how much more exceptional do you want him to be before he deserves a Ballon d'Or? But then again, this is an exceptional guy. Yes, you take him out the equation. Yesterday, against Southampton, or day before, whenever it was, he wasn't at his best at all. His touches were loose. He wasn't making as much an impact in the game, but let's face it, he still got 2 goals. Imagine if he was any good on that day, he would have scored more. So this is an exceptional guy who is not riding on luck, who is not riding on the new manager bounce. This is a guy who is fully professional. That is a guy that that's Liverpool. That's Mr. Liverpool. We need to emblazon on his chest Mr. Liverpool and give him the keys to Liverpool, that city, because that's what he deserves to have at the moment.
All right, from one man who is getting all the accolades to another man who, I mean, at this moment will be licking his wounds, Mikel Arteta. 5 years as manager of the Gunners, nothing to show for it. Next season, if you are in charge of Arsenal, will this man still have a job, Mikel Arteta?
The simple answer to that is no. He has done 5 years and has not achieved what Arne Slot is about to achieve in 1 year. No matter what you inherited, if it's not good enough for you, take a walk. And he didn't take a walk because he trusted the process. And the process was for him to actually build and bring up new younger players, Ethan Nwaneri, Luis Kelly, and the likes of Bukayo Saka, who flourished under him. But what did he do to actually join them together?
Okay.
Arne Slot inherited a team of aging players. I remember about this time last year when Jurgen said he was going to leave Liverpool. Van Dijk said, it doesn't look like if I've got a future here anymore. Mo Salah was being touted with some multi-billion-dollar projects in Saudi Arabia to go and play. And so Arne Slot made sure he had his core experienced players to stay with him as he was bringing in the Harvey Elliott's and bringing in the young Kwanzas and all that, so that there's a balance. Where's the balance in this Arsenal team? Where is the balance? You lose players to injury. Gabriel Jesus is very injury prone. He was injury prone before he came into Arsenal. He's still injury prone, and he still will be injury prone. It's no focus, but that's the way he is. So what do you do to circumvent that? Bring in a striker. You're not bringing in a striker. You're losing your sporting director instead. I mean, so at the end of the day, what we're saying is he has not done enough for himself to actually stake claim. Like, I think there was a manager who said, I think it was Arne Slot who said it, or no, it was Amorim last week, that if he had the kind of time that Arteta had, in fact, he wouldn't have had it, because they'd have shot him out very, very quickly. They would have walked him out of Manchester with a security guard, never to come back again. Okay,
Tunde. And I'm sure Arteta will be glad you are not among the decision makers at the Emirates. All right, thank you so much, Tunde, for your time on the show today. I must say a very big thank you to you. All right, we'll go pay some bills. When we come back, we'll have more on the show.
TVC Sport Desk.